Happy morning, dear children, and welcome to today's English class. Our today's topic is 11th poem, Unit 3, Lines Written in the Early Spring. This is a beautiful poem written by William Wordsworth. As we all know, William Wordsworth, he was a nature poet of the Romantic age. A few lines on him. He was a nature poet of Romantic age. He, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, published a collection of poems, the Lyrical Ballads. He was Britain's poet laureate from 1843 until his death. His famous poems are Daffodils, The Solitary Reaper, To the Cuckoo, The Tables Turned, Lines composed a few miles from Tintern Abbey. Now let us proceed to the first stanza of the poem. I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sat reclined, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. Now look at the words notes, thoughts, reclined, mind. These are the rhyming words, children. And what is the rhyming scheme? The rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. Notes, reclined, thoughts, mind. Notes, thoughts, A, reclined mind, B, B. So the rhyming scheme is A, B, A, B. Glossary, stanza 1. Blended notes. The meaning is musical sounds passed in the air mixed with other sounds. Reclined, lean back in a position of rest. Grove, group of trees. Sweet mood, feeling of joy. Pleasant, happy, enjoyable. The first stanza, figure of speech, is line 1. I heard 1,000 blended notes. This is onomatopoeia. The use of words that imitate the sounds associated with the objects or actions. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Now coming to the explanation. Lines written in the early spring by William Wordsworth. This is a wonderful poem by the most renowned nature poet, William Wordsworth. One day, while he sat reclined in a grove. Reclined, I've already given you the meaning, children. Rest in a relaxed position. Grove, it refers to group of trees. So one day, while he sat reclined in a grove, he heard thousands of musical sounds of nature. At that moment, both happy and sad thoughts sprang in his mind or developed in his mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Look at the words link, think, ran, man. These are the rhyming words. And what is the rhyme scheme, children? It is the same. A, B, A, B. Link, think, A, ran, man, B, B. This is stanza 2. Now let's go through the glossary for stanza 2. Fair works, beauty of nature. Link, connect. Soul, feeling, thought. Grieved, lament, feeling of sorrow. These words have appeared in stanza 2. Fair works, link, soul, grieved. Have your textbooks with you, children. Have your textbooks and go through the stanzas. In second stanza, the figure of speech. To have fair works in nature link. This is personification. Personification means human qualities are attributed to inanimate objects or non living things. What man has made of man? This is aphorism. Aphorism means memorable expression of a general truth. APHORISM. What man has made of man? Aphorism, memorable expression of a general truth. Now let's proceed to stanza 2, explanation. Nature is a beautiful creation of God. Nature is a beautiful creation of God. It is connected with the human soul. As the poet's soul is in harmony with the nature, he understands that. As the poet's soul is in harmony with the nature, he understands that. But he feels hurt on thinking of man's destructive attitude towards the nature as well as the human civilization. Stanza 3. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and it's my fate that every flower enjoys the arid breeze. Look at those lines, children. It's my fate that every flower enjoys the arid breeze. These lines are very, very important. Pay attention to those lines. Glossary, stanza 3. Primrose refers to plant with yellow flowers. Tuft, bunches. Bower, shady place. Periwinkle, training plant with blue flowers. Trailing plant with blue flowers. Trail, to extend itself on ground. Wreath, coronal garland in the shape of a circle. You'll find these pictures over here. See, there is a yellow color flowers that refers to primrose, and a periwinkle plant with blue flowers. Now let's go to the explanation. In the shady place through primrose bunches, yellow flowers, the periwinkle plant with blue flowers extended itself like a garland. Wreath means garland. The poet believes that every flower enjoys the arid breeze. So what does the poet believe, children? The poet believes that every flower enjoys the arid breeze. This question is generally asked in appreciation questions 21 to 26. What does the poet believe? The poet believes that every flower enjoys the arid breeze. The next stanza, fourth stanza. The birds around me hopped and played. Hopped means jumped. Their thoughts I cannot measure. Measure means estimate. But the least motion means small movements, which they made. They over here refers to the birds. It seemed a thrill of pleasure. Played, made, measure, pleasure. These are the rhyming words. Now proceeding to the glossary. Stanza 4. Hopped, jumped. Measure, scale or estimate. Least motion refers to small movements. Thrill, excite. Pleasure, happiness. Figure of speech. Their thoughts I cannot measure. This is personification. Stanza 4, explanation. The poet tells that the birds hopped and played around him happily. He could not scale or estimate their thoughts, perhaps because he did not know their language. but by the small movements that they made, he could understand that the birds were very happy and excited. Stanza 5. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. The budding twigs spread out their fan, can, air, there. These are rhyming words, and the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. Glossary for stanza 5. Twigs refers to growing branches. Figure of speech, to catch the breezy air. It's personification. This stanza we have personification. Stanza 5, explanation. The budding branches, that is the twigs, spread like fan. And why do they spread like fan? To catch the windy air. So what do they catch? They catch the windy air. And what was there? There was pleasure there. There was pleasure there. There over here refers to the budding branches that spread like fan. The last stanza, stanza 6. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what manners made of man? Sent, lament, plan, man. These are the rhyming words. And the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. Heaven refers to the abode of God. And what is the holy plan? The holy plan is the nature. And the nature is created so that man and nature can live in harmony. Now let us go through the figure of speech. If such be nature's holy plan, this is personification. The figure of speech is personification. God has created nature, this explanation. God has created nature for man and nature to live in harmony. Harmony means peace. Nature is heaven sent. So, nature is holy. The plan is that man and nature should live in harmony. Harmony, as I've already told you, children, live in peace. But man has disconnected himself from nature. He has become destructive. He is destroying both nature as well as the human civilization for his own benefit. This makes the poet lament. Lament means feel sorrowful. Dear children, I hope that this video was very useful to you. So this video has the figure of speech, glossary, and the explanation. So this will help you to prepare well for your ERC, paragraph answer, and appreciation questions. We shall meet in our next video with another new topic. Until then, see you. Bye children. God bless you. Bye children. God bless you.